My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to Monster Train 2, where we are going to be continuing to play the primary clan of Awoken with Wildenton as our leader. However, we're swapping out our allied clan here for the Lazarus League. Specifically, Dr. Areki's Lazarus League, giving us the secret ingredient, one cost spell for mixing. Yeah, that ought to be good. Let's see what we can get done with these. Oh, you gotta love seeing a test subject alpha this early. 2 Ember, 2 Size, quick and sweet. 2 copies of Potion Kit, giving the ability Brew to a unit, cooldown of 3 to mix, and Proto Heart Cage. We have Sharpen, 2 Ember, spell, apply 4 damage, and spikes 5 to the same unit. Look at the relic first, fine. Alright, should I go for sting spells? Equipped units gain 10 armor is nice, but let's see if I get Thorn Casing. We do indeed. Thorn Lord! Summon 3 sting spells to your hand with Frozen. And incant for +2 damage. Enemy units may appear on each floor if they would like. I will kill them with spikes. Well, hang on. Actually, I'm not even going to need to use the spikes to kill him. We've got a quick sweeper on that top line. Let's get a potion kit on you. I suppose the most spells that I can cast is going to be Brew. Gives regen. Throw regen on the frontliner. Then, wait, hang on. Hang on. Hang the on. Is an infusion not a spell card? Infusion. This card cannot be discarded or copied for any reason and is not discarded at the end of the turn. While in your hand, mix effects will create this card instead of creating a new card. Upgrade this card, rather, instead of creating a new card. This is a spell-type card. It says nothing about not triggering enchant. Because it does. I don't know how I got that wrong. Because I'd already done Root Seeds there? Well, we're fine. So each secret ingredient, if I play it for 1 Ember, then gives me a card that if I'm willing to burn the infusion without any upgrades, I can get double the incant triggers out of it. That's the aim here. Get him, Wildenton. Unstable. Like that for getting rid of these lurking miscreants in the back line. I'll take no damage when I don't need to. Excellent. No damage to me, please. Also, give me unstable so that I can save some space in my next hand. Perfect. Then, bottom line, I'll just throw the spikes directly at the boss. That is going to end up being relevant, yeah. That said, I'm pretty sure I have the victory, so I'm not going to worry too much. After resolve, you gain sap 1 and restore 30 health. That's fine. Oh, gosh. Fine. I'll throw sap on you, just so that I can get 2 more incant triggers, including regen. Nice. All right, buddy. Yeah. Suspected that was going to be the case. Very glad to see it is. There's another sap for ya, and a wee bit more regen for me. Let me find every additional way to get thorns. Sorry, thorns, stings. Speaking of, sting, 0 cost, piercing, deal 22 damage to the front enemy unit, draw an additional card next turn. It's alive! 1 Ember to advance a unit and apply Lifesteal 1 and 10. That is a full heal for Wildenton anytime I want it. That said, Sanguine Assistant. 1 Ember, 1 size, Graft, Vampire's Tooth, and 1 mana equipment, giving 15 damage as well as Lifesteal 1, and on Resolve, gain Lifesteal. A very consistent way to get Lifesteal for Wildenton, guaranteeing that they will be healthy. I like that. Yeah! Lazarus League and Merchant of Steel versus Woken Banner, Merchant of Magic, Lazarus League, Merchant of Magic in the second area. I mean, there are things I certainly want to do at a Merchant of Steel rather. Additional damage and multi-strike both for Test Subject Alpha obviously come to mind immediately. I can't use Endless to get more Vampire Teeth, unfortunately. Woken Unit, Lazarus League Banner. I mean, I guess I would start working on a secondary line as well. Yeah, sure. So basically, someone from this banner, and then whatever upgrade is best on it. I can give Endless, additional health and defense. I can give quick and attack, and I can give damage. Good variety there. Oh, hello. 9-Live Nightmare, 2 Ember, 1 size, reanimate 8. 9-Lived Nightmare. I mean, I have no benefit for reanimating a unit that many times right now, but eventually. It's also Plague Doctor, 2 Ember, 1 size, on strike, apply unstable, equal to damage dealt. It's got to be 9-Live Nightmare and figuring out how to use it. The thing is, though, I do not know if it wants any upgrades from here. I don't even know what it does yet. I need to find a way to benefit from this reanimating itself before I decide really what I'm going to upgrade it with. I do think just a whack of additional damage on the Test Subject Alpha makes a lot of sense. I'd give you quick if you didn't already have it. 10 extra health and spikes. I think I just throw that on a Shield Steward. I don't think I'm even Endless on 9-Lived Nightmare. So when it loses all the stacks to reanimate, it goes back to the top of the deck, and then I can play it again. You know what? Yeah, let's do that. And then it goes back to the top of the deck with 8 reanimate on it. Draw 1 less card each turn. That's fine. Currently, the 9-Live Nightmare does nothing. So I'm gonna not play it in this first cycle. We'll figure out what it does before we have to use it as a card. No one goes to the next floor. You hear? Nobody. Definitely throw a potion kit down. Ooh, additional rage as well as an incant. Love to see it. Gosh, I do think Sanguine Assistant makes a lot of sense here as well. Gives me the opportunity to get them to die next turn, and they really need to. Hey. Let's get a potion kit and a sharpen on you, bad boy. Bit of regen for a little additional damage. Nice. There's our vampire. Oh no, right. I gave the... Whoops. Gave the potion to the wrong person. I mean, it gives you lifesteal 1. I guess it's better for you to have that right now than not. You're around on the field for longer, so let's give you a couple more incant triggers. And that's all they wrote. Alright, I really want the room reanimation lab, if I can get it. Whenever you summon a minion, or whenever you reanimate it, give it +8/+8. Preserve Thorns, 1 Ember, consume, add 3 sting spells to hand, thank you. Another potion kit. There's also a Twisted Assistant, 1 Ember, 1 size, gain Trample, on strike, gain Rage 2. I do like that a lot as well. Trample and on strike with Sweep as well means that every target the test subject alpha hits will give them Rage. I'm kind of leaning towards going Merchant of Arms to try and find a room that's relevant to this. Admittedly, magic upgrades, like lowering the cost of all of these, huge play to make. There's also Lazarus League banner over there, so that could be relevant for making the 9-lived Nightmare line mean anything. Merchant of Steel, Empyrean, well in the secondary area. I want to go to the Merchant of Arms. The only problem is if I miss at the Merchant of Arms, if I find something that isn't worth anything to me at the Merchant of Arms, it could kill me. Like, it's... this is a big swingy hit that I could get. I'm going to take... I'll take that. Take the option. Intrinsic Reserve Thorns. Thank you. We'll lower the cost of one of the root seeds. Make it easier to cycle through the deck. I don't need to Holy Stone. Lazarus League. Ooh, Hulking Mass. Hell yeah. You're exactly who I want. 2 Ember, 3 size. Armor 40. When reanimated, gain Armor 40. So giving your line reanimate with the 9-live Nightmare and you defending the 9-live Nightmare makes a load of sense to me. Now I just need to find a way to give you reanimate. Hello, Historian. I can't give you Thorn Casing after the amount of stings I put in this deck. Really is get +10 damage and -1 for every non-boss relic you own. Honestly, I don't get that many artifacts, so I'll take that. I'm not playing a clan that can be greedy enough. Merchant of Trinkets. Reanimate. I think there is a reanimate upgrade that I could get from the Merchant of Steel. Let me just quickly check that. Can I check upgrades from here? Lightforge upgrades. Unit upgrades. Clan upgrades. Okay, I don't think I can. That's fine though. It doesn't really end up changing what I do here. I think Merchant Trinkets would make a lot of sense for me in the next round. I can go into that knowing... Oh, wait, 24? 24? Okay, yeah, that's exactly as much as I'm missing. So we could get back to full health with Pyro Banes, hit an event, as well as Merchant Trinkets. So I'll carry a little bit more money with me right now than I otherwise would. If you have no units on the floor, Archeon deals damage directly to your pyre. 9-live Nightmare doesn't make any sense to summon just yet, so get the big boy up there. Yes. That's enough to get you dead. Twisted Assistant to block this hit as well as give us the back this early is really important. I do want more Thorns is the thing. Oh, 22. Cool. Just realistically, I am just looking for the biggest incant I can get. Get him with the big old trample. Gosh, that'll get most of them. I feel like I should throw a shield steward, a spear steward at the very top line. So I will. There you go. Enjoy. We collected, so we gave you 4, so we collected 11 additional rage over the course of that previous turn with the test subject. Yep. 9 lived. Remove the Vengeful Shard, because I definitely don't need it. Dang. Lifesteal for our frontline minion on the bottom, Wildenton. Very important right now. Perfect. Thankfully, we got Sanguine Assistant in order to block this hit, so we will be able to move towards that. Getting the Sanguine Assistant more early would be really, really helpful. I need this to hit sap. Cool. And now I'm capable of saving Wildenton from death, but only now. There we go. I mean, potion kit for some additional potion is nice, certainly. I'll use that to continue buffing. Nice. Huge lifesteal got him dead to rights. Test subject alpha with that quick sweep as well, so huge. Oh. Oh, you. How dare you. Double-edged barrel, 1 ember, 1 size, graph, double-edged arms. The double-edged arms give multi-strike. Sick. Scrap for bards, consume a unit, destroying it. Draw a unit and apply 40 additional damage to it as well as 0 ember to its cost. Really good way to get the 9-Life Nightmare or Hulking Mass that I haven't drawn out of the deck yet. Especially if I have a good assistant to kill. And Spike of the League, X-Cos Consume, apply 1x Reanimate. Obviously incredible with the Hulking Mass. I'm going to throw that on the Hulking Mass. Alright, we have Meat Hook, Pincushion, and Plague Doctor each here. Pincushion, when equipped, gain +3/+3 permanently. Gosh. I mean, I do have equipment. I just don't have, you know, enough equipment to feel like Pincushion's a great idea, but also, how... Maybe it's Meat Hook. Maybe Meat Hook just stands on the 3rd line by itself behind the Shield Steward. Hell's Flame, Limbo Solace, Heaven's Light. I'm not planning for space right now. I think Ember has a really good case to be made for itself right now, and then possibly draw after that. Ember will also give us a little bit more additional setup Ember, which is going to be really relevant. We'll Lightforge to get Strangler. Sweep through the enemies, and on summon... No, I don't need to sweep through the enemies. That prevents enemies from going up lines, just keeps them there hitting Wildenton, which is fine, I guess, just because then Test Subject Alpha gets to take care of them. But Test Subject Alpha is already taking care of them, so... Thornlord, please be bigger. Cool. Life Insurer. Friendly units gain armor 14 when reviving with Reanimate. I'll just happily take that. Oh. Oh, this is pretty early to get Perkeo, rather. At the start of battle, gain a calcified ember that converts to an excavated ember after not playing it once. So I get 1 X-Scav, 2 X-Scav, 3 X-Scav, 4 X-Scavs in the deck. Just sudden pumps of additional energy when I need them. God, I like that so much. AAA. How many rares do I have in my deck? 2. Dang. And obviously, Chroma Shell can explode, and we get it back, and explode, and get it back, etc., etc., etc. But gimme Perkeo. I really do like the Calcified Embers in the base deck. Calcified Embers, of course. Sorry, Excavated Embers being the 0-cost spell. Consume to gain 2 Ember and draw 1 card. Front non-boss enemy in each wave gains Reanimate. That's fine. If I gotta kill him twice, that's what I'm gonna do. Will Denton. Test Subject Alpha. Hulking Mass goes on the second line. Then top line is Shield Steward with a meat hook behind. Perfection. Obviously, don't play this, so I can get it to convert to the Excavated Ember. Sting, Sting, Sting. Zerth Horns gives Sting, Sting, Sting. Shard. Do I sack a Spear Steward here? Or maybe I'm just not even playing the 9-Life Nightmare this round. It don't really make sense to play it. Sure, I'll start getting some regen. I'm just focusing on incant triggers though, so I'm intentionally expending it early. There we go. We're already comfortable on that next floor. Oh boy. I haven't left any space for my assistants to be played. Oops. Let's get 4 Reanimate on the Hulking Mass just in case it ends up being relevant. It won't be, but it's going to be pretty difficult to die now. Oh, this Calcified Ember is the one that I do need to burn out of the deck. Ooh, another Calcified Ember to play out. Hell yeah. Oh, I really wish I had the equipment. It feels like that's going to be pretty important. Let's get you some spikes, my man. I feel like you're gonna need them. And some roots for the backliner. How dare you hit me directly in the pyre? There we go. Quick sweep's doing well on that bottom line. Let's brew twice. Start building a sap potion. That's some melee weakness, I guess. Should have been incanting on the bottom floor. Oops. I really wanted to increase the sap, not the melee weakness. Yeah, those assistants dying, as it turns out, is a huge amount of my viability. Gotta get the sap number up. Alright. Oh boy. Yep. Yep, they sap all of our units pretty easily, as it turns out. Alright. How much can I get done here? Think we win? Just. Yeah, that was not good. Boy. This really revealed a couple of weaknesses. Come to think of it, Awake, Wildwood Custodian. I think Wildwood Tome makes the most sense here. Make one of the non-quick units quick. Insatiable Hunger, friendly units gain lifesteal 2. Very good way to keep them healthy. Excusez-moi, missed my button. Insatiable Hunger. Replicate Array, 3 Amber, Consume to remove equipment from a friendly unit, then copy it. And Surgical Strike, 1 Amber Piercing, deals 4 damage. I'm going to take Insatiable Hunger. I need a little bit more lifesteal support. Merchant of Magic Ethereal Well, and on the left-hand side, Merchant of Trinkets Armory. I will say, Merchant of Magic has a bunch of cool things it can do with an Excavated Ember. Obviously, remove its Consume, give it Spell Chain. Those two especially. Also, obviously, any cost reduction can go on a bunch of these different things. As well as on Spike of the League. And then finally, there's the Empyrean Well. So if the Excavated Ember does get enough benefits from the Merchant of Magic, I can easily dupe it. Remove its Consume? Absolutely. -1 costing a card. Especially feels like this should go on... I'm not going to need that many Root Seeds eventually. Eventually, it becomes one of the worst cards in my deck. I'm going to make sure I can always play the Insatiable Hunger. I'm going to reroll here as well. Power Stone for 10 additional damage? No. Incredible. Spell Chain on Excavated Ember. -1 cost an intrinsic. Feels like that goes on Wildwood Tome. -2 to cost and gain Consume. I could easily put that on a copy of Sharp and literally just get it out of the deck. I'm happy to play it if it doesn't cost that much. Celestial Alco. I'm almost certainly duping our insane Excavated Ember. A random consumable. Let's go for the Banished. Liquid Courage. Consume to apply Damage Shield 1 and Valor 4 to the same unit. That's not half bad. Oh, I took the item and now the gremlin doesn't want to let me have any more. I thought you get all of the items from that event. All right. Super Excavated Ember. I've got to make sure that I always leave myself some space on this second line for my assistants. So I leave the 2 spaces there open just so I can put someone there to die. Top line, spikes, and meat hook behind for safety. It's pretty important that Wildenton attacks quickly as well to save a lot of HP. Sting, sting, sting. Make it sting, 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 sting. Let's go for the damage. I do want to scale this as much as is humanly possible. Some damage shield, giving Valor for some additional armor. I'll start working on a sap potion I don't immediately play here. Oh my god. Calcified Ember out of the deck. Excavated Ember. Wait, hang on. Potential Shard. Excavated Ember. Draw. And give me another Excavated Ember and draw. Now I've got 4 energy back, and I've already burnt a card out of my deck and played a Blight. Let's get some lifesteal. Oh god, I really wish I could throw Piercing at you twice. Unfortunately, I can only throw it once. Yikes. Hang on, I'm gonna not play so many spells on that bottom line now that I realize that obviously I shouldn't be playing spells on that bottom line because the incant to the enemies. Oops, 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 oops. Can't believe I didn't think about that, but it's fine. I thought about it now. That's all we needed to do. Perfect. Now the test subject Alpha is taking down the shield bearer as well as the smart-eyed sniper in the back line. And then the... Oh, hang on, I don't want to replace your ability there, buddy. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Give you a brew kit, give you a brew kit. Both of you can start brewing. Bunch of sap. Single hit for that bottom liner. And then Spike of the Legion here. And we can hold. No incant triggers for the bottom line. Let's get some spikes. I really wish I had one of my assistants in this hand. I guess I'm going to hold the Enfeebling solution in case I really need to enfeeble the Blightbound Guardian before he gets to the very top. Oh, there's the one that I need to not play as well. Neat. Twisty assisty. Can't even cancel on that bottom line, unfortunately. Or rather, I don't want to. Sanguine Assistant. Now we block both of those and get both of the pieces of equipment we need. In order to take no damage on the top line, I would need to enfeeble here, but the thing is, this one's going to run up with lower damage. This one's going to be a problem, so I'll enfeeble this target. Although I guess I could have held that enfeebled the next turn, but I'm not redoing this turn again. Oh no, I prevented the Twisted Assistant from dying. Ugh. I did not mean to do that. Well, I get my lifesteal for the bottom line, which matters. There we go. It's like, you're so close to dead. Just die. Alright, there's the Twisted back. Is it too late? Maybe. It's the 15 corruption, realistically, on Wildington that's the problem here. We got additional reanimate. Meat hook you. I worry that this is a lot worse than I think it is. Oh, yep, that's, you've got Titan Skin 40 is the thing, and you lose 1 Titan Skin after each hit, but I'm gonna have to hit you a lot of times for you to end up taking any damage. Ephemeral Excav Ember. Yay. Sap you as much as is humanly possible. I feel like lifesteal's probably going to be more relevant on the top line. Granted, we are getting through their stacks of I take no damage, but not enough of them. I do not see the possibility of this working. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Shattered Shell's unlocked. 1 Ember Medusa is laying sweet. Pyrogrow. 0 Ember consumed to draw 2 less next turn, but gain additional energy per turn for the rest of the battle. That's such a powerful unit. I am admittedly a little embarrassed. I thought that was gonna be fine. So I'm clearly making a mistake with how I managed this clan. I'm using Wildington as like a single liner a lot of the time. I'm not able to support your health to be consistently as large as I need it to be. You don't heal turn over turn very effectively. And your backline needs to scale a lot. I've got a lot of stupidly powerful things happening at the same time as well. Like the Excavated Embers rolling through the deck and stuff like that. That was going to be absurd very, very quickly. All right, let's run this back. This is the latest run it back I'll do. It's literally just under 40 minutes. 2 copies of Steel in Heart, so 2 copies of It's Alive, and a Husk Hermit. And the Pyre of Dominion. Well, look. We'll see how it goes. Bramble Ash, deal damage to the front enemy unit equal to 10 times spikes on friendly units. Invigorating Solution, consume to draw 3 additional cards next turn. I really like that. Especially if the deck is going to be relatively thin. Hello, finally! Reanimation Lab, it's good to see you. Friendly units gain 7/7 on Summon and Reanimate. I would love to have had that. Buff of Flesh. 1 Ember Equipment, 0/10 on Revenge gains Spikes 3. I have to say, Revenge gains Spikes 3 is pretty big. Lifesteal is also a very good way to just... but I also have 2 copies of It's Alive already in the base deck. Do I need Lifesteal as well? Give me Puffer Flesh. Woken Hollow. Summon to gain 30 max health. Rejuvenate to cultivate 3. And Animus of Speed to do damage. I mean, I feel like Awoken Hollows and having both Awoken Hollow just get a spike skin makes a lot of sense. Meat Hook or Pincushion? Throwing some meat hooks behind those Awoken Hollows? Absolutely. Pincushion, we do have 2 pieces of equipment, but literally I have to have these down and then choose one of them to permanently grow and give the equipment and stuff. Feels much better to do it this way, I think. Life Forge. If I do Thornlord, I'm basically going to draw every card every turn. Including spikes. Which... I keep doing the same line! What am I doing? Attuned Whetstone on Deployment Phase. Choose an equipment card from your deck and draw it into your hand. It costs 0. So my first equipment is going to be exceptionally powerful for us. I'll scam it with Wildington, then Awoken Hollow, and Awoken Hollow. Meat Hook on the next line, as well as Lifesteal for the Awoken Hollow. Nice. Oh, right, yeah, the Puffer Flesh both. Actually, hang on, I don't need to play you this round. I was about to say the Puffer Flesh both need to be played so that I can get their equipment, but that's actually not going to be relevant for this match at least. I'll just play out both Vengeful Shards because I like both. To avoid taking damage, thank you, please. It's alive! And it's healing so damn much! There we go. Yeah, lifesteal from a spell rather than from a piece of equipment that you get when a minion dies certainly helps. Razor Sharp Edge, that's a lot of damage. It's a lot of damage to give to a Husk Hermit. Steel Enhancer obviously comes with easier incant triggers. I don't think I need more than 2 copies of that though. Pseudoscience. Apply randomly either Lifesteal 2, Reanimate 1, or Spike 6. I want to make the only equipment in my deck ridiculously powerful and huge so that it draws with Attuned Whetstone for a bunch of value, so I'm not going to take Potion Kit. I think Pseudoscience is a reasonable way to gain some useful stuff. Merchant of Arms in the second area, Merchant of Magic. I might go to a Merchant of Arms just to buy a very expensive piece of equipment if I can. So Merchant of Magic for the first area. Obviously, Double Stack is pretty good targeted on Pseudoscience. Negative costing for the It's Alives, obviously, as well as Invigorating Solutions. Spell Chain for Steel Enhancer. Honestly, all relatively minimal. Merchant of Steel for Quick and Sweep, as well as Multi-Strike for Husk Hermit makes a lot of sense to me. Titanite Large Stone, interesting. mean, Titanite on a Awoken Hollow makes a lot of sense. It's going to be a tank unit for a floor. I can give enough addition. Excuse me. With my razor sharp edges and my It's Alive, if I really want to advance it to the front of the floor, I should be able to give enough damage to the Husk Hermit that I don't need to give it this plus 14 damage, but I'm actually starting to sit on the other side of the fence and think, oh, maybe I should just give it to it. Yeah. Yeah, I will. The rest of those I'll hold off for the moment. I mean, there is a large stone that could be relevant to someone. Makeshift Golem. 1 Ember 2 size, armor 12, and extinguish, apply armor 12 to friendly units. And then there's also the Hulking Mass, 2 Ember, 3 size, armor 40 on reanimated, armor 40 again. Hulking Mass is big. The only thing is I'd need to eventually cut an Awoken Hollow out of the deck. I wouldn't large stone the Hulking Mass, but I would give it Reanimate 1 by default. Right piece of equipment on that bad boy. Woo! It'll go off. Throw down Wildenton and Husk Hermit at the bottom line. Then we're looking for Hulking Mass on top, Awoken Hollow in mid, and I'll summon the meat hooks when I can. Throw down Offer Flesh. I want to avoid taking any damage this turn as well. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. I don't have a better piece of equipment for Wildenton right now, so Spiky Skin does make sense for you. So does It's Alive, though, so that you full heal out its turn. I've got to summon the meat hook to make sure that I get the collector on this line. Spiky Skin definitely needs to go on the top line. Great. Gotta have lifesteal. Gotta have pseudoscience and save the HP of the higher. Perfect. Every floor is now dying. Get him. Get him. Focus Growth, Vine Grasp, and Glimmer. Glimmer with a little bit of AoE damage as well as hitting the Rejuvenate triggers on the Awoken Hollows. Vine Grasp with the ability to pull units out of line. Not super important. It's a little bit. Focus Growth, 2 Ember. Honestly, the ability to just give a bunch of health to a single unit is something I am missing right now, so I will take Focus Growth. Assistant. Well. That's the Trample Strike Gains Rage equipment. That's still really, really good to put on Husk Hermit because then it gains damage from every target it hits. I think Twisted Assistant's a great pickup there. I will take this opportunity to hit the left and see what I can do with a Merchant of Arms. Combustion Suit is sick. 1 Ember, on strike, apply Unstable 5 to enemy units. Oh, wow. On strike. So that is for every target you hit. Equalizing rings, units, health is always equal to its damage. I mean, Wildenton gets a lot of damage from that, but then never gains any more damage after the fact because of it. Obviously, the Woken Hollow would gain a huge amount of damage out of that. That's actually a good argument. Fine. I'm going to get Combustion Suit and Equalizing Rings. Then I'm going to upgrade the Combustion Suit to be... Sorry, the Equalizing Rings, rather, to be in my opening hand. And then the other one will get drawn and made 0 cost. Good lord, they really want me to have one of these. I'm so glad. I'd love another Perkeo event. Gimme. Gimme. I want to make it work, damn it. If you have no units on the floor, Archeon gets mad at you and strikes your pyre directly. Husk Hermit. With... Wait, hang on. A Woken Hollow for the next line. Equalizing. Now you do 75 damage. Yeah. Combustion Suit. Will Denton. And... Hulking Mass hits the top. We're all good. Great. I have half a flesh for the block already. Let's give some lifesteal to the Awoken Hollow to keep it alive. How am I taking... Oh, we don't attack quickly. I still need to get that bad boy quick. Oh, it'd be so helpful. Absolutely, it's alive. You better believe it's alive. Twist Assistant got way less valuable now that we have equipment for everyone else. Let's throw 3 additional lifesteal, hell yeah. Well, 3 lifesteal total now. Last second line. I'm more than comfortable with how it's resolving right now. I'm gonna throw a Calcified Ember, take 1 damage, but... Hell yeah. That went pretty much perfectly. Come on, Twist Assistant. Well, now that you've got 30 spikes, Wildenton, I think maybe you could just have Trample and gain Rage. I think maybe that's actually a good idea. Decent amount of lifesteal for the bottom line as well will certainly help us get through. Great, we're actually going to beat Archeon once today. I knew I could do it. Double-edged bearer. Graft. Double-edged arms. There's also Shard Channel and spikes on friendly units deal an additional damage per stack, which, like, if I really wanted to, I could try and get, like, a really, really healthy Awoken Hollow and then protect it with the spiky skin and then have a Shard Channeler behind and then it deals more damage. It's just... It doesn't seem like it would be very helpful. Rain transfer, 2 Ember to sacrifice, transfer all damage, and all buff and debuff effects to the front friendly unit. It's gotta be double-edged bearer, right? I've got so much equipment though, and I definitely don't need all of it. What if my lines are wrong? What if Awoken Hollow should be on the bottom line? So what? Bottom line is 1 Awoken Hollow, 1 Husk Hermit, and then the space for playing Buffer Fleshes if I need to. Then the second line would become... more about taking down individual targets, so it's like Awoken Hollow with Wildenton behind. This Awoken Hollow being the one that inherits the Equalizing Ring. Then Hulking Mass just doesn't get played for a while. Top line becomes Hulking Mass double meat hook behind it. Literally just like a catch line in case anyone gets past me. I don't hate it. That would be a situation where I could afford to get double-edged bearer because I would be able to get that multi-strike equipment and throw it on a unit that would be able to utilize it. It's just... I have so much equipment now. I think it's got to be double-edged bearer. Steel Singer. 3 Ember 4 size. Summon, gain 80 max health. On Rejuvenate, gain +1 damage permanently whenever they're healed. You are so big. I cannot afford to play you at all. And I have a Hulking Mass that I don't have the room for, and I have 2 meat hooks. Can't believe it. Can't believe I'm doing capacity right now. I don't even have money to go to that merchant of trinkets. Multi-strike, thank you. Very, very important upgrade for Husk Hermit. Type Knight on Hulking Mass is really nice, but like, who are you? Why? Any additional health? The Awoken Hollow that's going to be on the bottom line and have no additional assistance just yet definitely needs to get that health. 14 additional damage. Yeah, one of the meat hooks, sure. So if I'm using Wildenton as a backliner, Sweep Strike. And if you have Sweep Strike, you would be a really good target to hold the Combustion Suit. God, what does that mean the bottom line is? Awoken Hollow Wildenton, there's only one space after that. So it can't be Husk Hermit. But surely Husk Hermit wants to be defended by Wildenton on a double sweeping floor if I'm going to be like keeping the units there and continually attacking them that way. So one line is Hulking Mass, Meat Hook, Meat Hook. Another line is Awoken Hollow Wildenton. And then the final line is Awoken Hollow Musk Hermit. I think I care about the upgrades to the Awoken Hollow enough. The additional Titanite and health that keeps them alive while I wait for It's Alive's to... Well, It's Alive doesn't support its health very effectively. I still need another better way to support their health. I will do a Awoken Hollow. Sure, enemy units can appear on each floor. One Awoken Hollow. Two Awoken Hollow. One Musk Hermit. Will Denton shows up. You're definitely going to want to gain spikes. Combustion Suit is insane damage for that line. I don't put up another Woken Hollow. That one doesn't get summoned. The Meat Hook does, though. Okay, Puff of Flesh on the top line kills all of the units? Yes. Throw down a second Meat Hook for the line. Perfect. Stealing Hearts, it hits the obvious target. Invigorating Solution means I'm already going to be overdrawing my hand next turn. Alright, we're set up for Spiky Skin to hit the bottom line, and now that's a lot of health support for us. Other two lines are already comfortable. This one currently dying to corruption. I suspect I probably just have to let that one die to corruption. You definitely need lifesteal, though, Woken Hollow friend right there. Can I give you randomized lifesteal? I can indeed. Perfect. I'm going to save some health on the bottom line as well. And then get the double-edged bearer also. I'm just fishing for their equipment, realistically. Double-edged arms and another spiky skin. I mean, now that you've full healed, realistically, spiky skin is significantly better on that Awoken Hollow. but should I do it? Strike gain rage. No. I think maybe it's additional lifesteal for the bottom line. Additional damage and lifesteal. Pseudoscience for a little bit more lifesteal again on the Awoken Hollow. Good hits. Yeah, frontline is almost full healing back up. We're good. Let's get some additional equipment thrown out. More lifesteal. Even more damage, and we'll draw some additional cards next turn. Missed out on a lot of incant triggers that turn, actually, as it turns out. It is also not going to matter, as it turns out. Ah, yes, you're the one that applies sap to all of my units every time you strike. But thankfully I have a bunch of spikes, and every time you hit me, I get more of them. It's the cycle of life. 3 amber to apply 10 additional health, and spikes 8 to a single unit. Not half bad. I do like additional health. I do especially. Spikes 8, not so much. Not that relevant. Awake, restore 40 health. Apply reach at 3. That's a cultivate trigger every turn, as well as a decent heal. I'm going to take Awake. Reanimation Lab. Friendly units gain +7/+7 on summon and reanimate. There's also the surgical strike. 4 damage piercing. If you kill with it, add an ephemeral copy to your hand. That's a good way to kill my own... Ooh, not the puffer fleshes, but my own assistants at least. And Acid Shower. Apply unstable 10 and deal 1 damage to enemy units. I'm leaning towards Surgical Strike if anything. I'll take a single copy of Surgical Strike. That's a sword. Ooh, another Emirian Well over the other side, but it's got to be compared against the possibility of Uber buffing a Excavated Ember by removing Consume from it. Oh, that is interesting. Because Intrinsic Advance Supply Lifesteal is a good way to get one of my units to get high health pretty quickly. But if I do that, I won't be able to reroll and possibly get Double Stack or Spell Chain. Shadow's Sheath. Friendly units gain Stealth 1 on Summon and Slay. +3 damage per stealth. Spike units are gonna have a problem with that. Find a way to use it though. Double Stack is here. Double stack Pseudoscience and reduce its cost. Not exactly what I was looking for, but I'm okay with it. Slash Alcove. Ah, yes. Give me Awoken. No. Damn it. I thought maybe if you refuse them, then the Gremlin gives you more cards. Mind Muddler. Draw 1 less card each turn. Sounds good to me. One Awoken Hollow for each of the front 2 floors. Ask Hermits. Peesh, peesh. And 1 meat hook up there. Grand. It's alive! I will take some damage here in order to go for the health. As well as draw up to 9 cards next turn. Thanks. Oh, if only the Surgical Strike was 0 cost, it could kill all of the enemies on that floor right now. Oh, perfect lifesteal for the next floor. Great to see it. Throw a hulking mass down there. Ooh, double-edged bearer, you say? I want to get my assistance down. Yeah, I wasn't thinking about the fact that the assistants now, my chump blocking units, summon with a turn of stealth. Not exactly what I was hoping for. Hey, now they die. I love it when they do that. But, buff of flesh again. Eight turns of stealth on our backliner here. With it, 24 additional damage. It's pretty good for that reason, at least. The 24 additional damage of it all. So, double-edged ram. The next line. The real thing is, Combustion Suit is dealing 5 damage. It's giving 10-10. It's giving all of this unstable, but the unstable never triggers because I already kill the enemy. Yeah, so I would rather get 13 rage in a single turn. That seems a little bit better too. Oh my god. You are completely ineffectual against this line, friend. Just 2 copies of lifesteal. Two stacks of lifesteal, and that's enough. Or maybe it's just that the Husk Hermit in the backline does enough damage that there's not really much time to kill us. Yeah, it's literally the Husk Hermit does enough damage. It's scaling so ridiculously. The rage. The absolute rage of it all. Look, I could have another Preserved Thorns. I don't want it, though. Ensnare, roots an enemy, draw an additional card next turn, keep some floor. That's great. Skip. Risky operation, reduce a friendly unit to 1 health, applied plus 10 damage and lifesteal too. Good lord. Replicate array 3 amber consumed. Remove equipment from a friendly unit, then copy that unit. That would be actually a really... oh, that'd be fun. That'd be a really cool way to, in the middle of the match, utilize some of my equipment and then open up 2 additional units that are ready for more equipment. That'd be pretty good for the Oscar, admittedly. I'm gonna take a replicate array. Merchant of Arms. I gotta say, Merchant of Arms with an armory next to it, that's pretty much exactly what I need. Because I've got 2 pieces of equipment in the deck, right? One of them is already deployable. The other one, no matter what its cost is, it will have 0 cost. So I get a very expensive piece of equipment and I attach it to it. Look at the Merchant of Arms. Yeah, there's that one. Void Armament, 3 Ember, Multi-Strike, and Extinguish purge this unit from the deck. So I get another multi-strike, but I die if I die. I mean, that's kind of the quintessential one that you'll want, right? And then I combine Combustion and Void Armament. Yep, it's full cost, by which I mean it's 0 cost and will be in my opening hand. Armory. Enchanted Chamber, Fragile Cannon for 50 damage. I don't need that. No. None of those, thank you. We already did what we needed. Merchant of Arms. Total unloaded. 7 damage and lifesteal to your friends. All right. Meathook can even stay on the top line by themselves, because, yeah, Kale comes there and is like, I'm gonna get you, and then Meathook is like, I'm invisible, but also get dazed. Yeah, like, I can replicate a Ray to immediately get another one, but I don't think I should, because it does so much damage already. It's alive! Spikes for the next line. I was hoping for something else. That's okay. Obviously hoping for lifesteal there. No incant triggers on the bottom line, so looking for anything to increase the health of the Woken Hollow. Don't really have it. Maybe it's time to throw Hulking Mass on the top line then. Actually, no. Let's block some damage with the pop. Ugh. Again, we can't jump block with you. Keep forgetting that. Because you got the stealth on you. I'm gonna do this knowing what's about to happen to me because of it. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. But I do want your flash, so gotta play the game. Perfect. No incant triggers on the bottom line. We are set up. I'm gonna go Awake for the 40 health and 3 regen. That sounds great to me. Hulking Mass. Throw Hulking Mass on the top line, give it Spiky Skin, maybe? No, Spiky Skin definitely goes on the Awoken Hollow. Does it? Yeah. Feels like Double-Edged Bearer should be out on field and ready. Focus growth for some additional health. Boy. I mean, I do want the Twisted Assistant to die, right? Maybe the answer is wrong. Maybe I just generate a new line up there. Let them use their own equipment for good. Surgical Strike allows me to get my double arms. Perfect. And one more Razor Sharp Edge, why not? Imagine the Wildenton Sweeper, so the Predator line, and also Shadow Stealth. So you just keep them on the same line, and if you kill any enemies, you go into stealth so they can't hit you, and you just keep doing it. Oh, that sounds fun. I was sick of not winning, so I've decided to have several different winning strategies all at the same time. Just seems the most reasonable way to approach it. Welcome to the bottom line of doom! Thank you for never killing my Husk Hermit. They would die permanently. Scrap for bots. Oh, minds of their own. Equipped units attack immediately. Gotta say, that's all my units. Scrap for bots. Consume, sacrifice. Draw a unit and apply plus 40 damage and 0 energy. I gotta say, if that draws a... I mean, honestly, like, the best case scenario, that ends up drawing, like, hulking mass for me, and then it's fine. Minds of their own. Let's attack more. It does not feel like Ember is a problem, especially with the Excavated Embers rolling through the entire deck. Gotta be Merchant of Magic. Predator. Quick. Enchant with quick. I mean, you do get protected on that next line. Yeah. You should have quick and keep quick. And double stacking low. Oh. Minds of their own really wants to be low costed as well. Spell Chain. Spell Chain on Excavated Ember. Very good. -2 cost and consume on something. Honestly, Focus Growth has not played that many times. Same with the Wake. Like, I really want to play them once at the very start, and then otherwise, it's kind of done. Definitely feels like it should be the additional Excavated Ember, the doubles, and it will be. I might even get a third of them in the next area. Oh, you have incant triggers, so I do have to worry about that, but thankfully, we are a one-line wonder a lot of the time, so I shouldn't have to worry about that. Oscar May. Perfection. Thankfully, oh no, these things are not piercing, right? The other ones were earlier. Oh, right, yeah, we're fully stealth, so we're just responding. Got it. I should get the twisted back in the double-edged as quickly as... actually, hang on, before I do that. Let's throw out It's Alive on the bottom line as well. Because that'll move him to the front of the pool, so definitely need to do that sooner rather than later. And you know what? I will take the hit from one Vengeful Shard in order to play the Hulking Mass. Oh wow, still a bunch of stealth on the Twisted Assistant in the front line, unfortunately. Oh my god, and there will be for a while like this. Yikes. I'm gonna have to find out a way to kill my own unit there. Well, this is one of the reasons I have the Surgical Strike, so I can take care of my own Twisted Assistants when they get out of hand. Thank you for all the energy I needed. Awake saves our bottom line immediately. We'll set up Offer Flesh to start taking hits down there as well. And a little bit more damage through the Husk Hermit. Minds of their own! Equipped units attack immediately. That'll do a huge amount of damage on that bottom line. Yeah. We're in the midst of passing the too big dude check. Absolutely huge hit. It's Alive is becoming a problem because the buffer flashes won't die if I use it at all. I'll use 2 of them just to get 10 additional damage since we're lifesteal on the Awoken Hollow. Oh, this is fun. Stop, Puffer Flesh. You need to stop killing people. You got too much stealth, and then I can't use you to attack. Spiky Skin on the bottom line. I don't care about your enchants because I am going to be using Minds of Their Own on the bottom line as well. I'm going to double daze this. Throw all of those stings at you. Minds of My Own, the bottom line, and then... oh boy. Take a little bit of damage to you, it turns out. Apologies, we are back. Alright. Yeah, that top line's gonna deal some damage to us. I'm not happy about it, but... it is going to happen. Thankfully, it will take... oh, God. it restored 150 health going up the floor. I was not ready to take that much damage. Oh boy. Get them with the minds of their own. Minds of their own is so powerful. Should I get a second copy of Wildington? Who do I replicate now? I can remove the Husk Hermit's Extinguish trigger, as well as its Strike trigger, and give it another copy. Sure. Yeah, another copy of that same minion. That's just one more multi-strike as far as I'm concerned. Oh, they don't have equipment, so the minds of their own didn't do anything. That's the big downside. Can't get them to act with minds of their own. Thankfully, it's 100% unnecessary and the enemy's already gonna die. Get him. Wanted to slow it down for the kill, but missed it. It's too quick. I love high aggro. 0 Ember, consume, draw -2 next turn, draw one additional Ember each turn for the rest. It's just, it's trading a little bit of a value from a Limbo Solace 1 turn to gain a full Ember every turn. So good. Risky Operation, Surgical Strike, and a Mixology. I don't think it's time to start mixing. I do think I should hit the left here to get Bio Remains now. I think that's even more important than it's ever been before. Sad. I don't want to be here, but I will be here because I need to be here. Can I die for another unit? Certainly not necessary. Let's have a look at the Merchant of Trinkets. Unit cards without upgrades cost -1. That'll be the Assistants. All cost -1. That's worth it. Create an ephemeral copy of this first spell you play each turn. This is so powerful. Yes, please. Spellsmith consume, 50% discard. No. Monstrosity 10 to its max 5. Yeah, first time you heal each turn, draw. So that's literally just draw an additional card each turn. I'm going to remove a card. These puffer fleshes are really, really hard to actually utilize. Realistically, I don't want 2 of them either. I do want just 1 if I can get it. And then I just need to put that in the right area to die in a single hit, so that it doesn't start gaining defense. Second meat hook, it's fine, it's 0 cost, so at least I get to play it for free on the first turn. Razor Sharp Edge. Admittedly, Razor Sharp Edge, you have a cost, and I don't need you at all anymore. You are very outmoded. It only makes sense to give an upgrade to a unit that already has upgrades right now, because otherwise I increase the cost of that unit as well. Alright, Seraph Eternus, choose an adventure bit. You may sap my units if you like. I truly don't think it will matter. Time to double daze you. I mean, this bottom line is already getting killed instantaneously. Gotta love that. Twisted Back would be good. First spell I cast is going to get duped as well, so... Take 2 copies of Excavating Ember. A Hulking Mass on the top line. This Assistant on the bottom, hoping for it to die as soon as it can. Doesn't matter if I buff all of these enemies, in fact. Actually, hang on. I think there's a slightly different... Wait, do I lifesteal for the bottom line? No, you don't have the damage for it, so you get supported with... Okay, never mind. We do actually the exact same order again. And then the lifesteal goes for the mid line. Awaken hits the bottom line. Oh my god, another Excavated Ember, and it's doubled. This one's going to be another one as well. God, I love it so much. Let's draw too many cards next time. I'll play out the stings. It's more important I draw deeper into the deck, I think. Especially considering the existence of these spell-chained embers. Hit him with the double arms. Focus growth for additional health on the bottom line, which was wrong, because obviously the spell that I should double cast is going to be the one that draws cards and gives us energy. God, it'll add 3 cards to my hand. But also I get to expend one at the same time. Good. My god. The Excavated Embers are so good! Get Upper Flesh here. Higher Grove for the additional Ember on future turns. We've got Minds of Their Own in order to do a bunch of damage immediately, which I think I probably should. We still get to lose the Twisted Assistant that we need to lose. Oh my god, I can... Perfect, just kill my own unit so I can get the double arms. I could use the double arms just to dupe someone if I really wanted to. Ah. I'm gonna dupe the bottom line and then pop out a double arms. That seems good. So now I have someone to field the rest of the Twisted Back equipment. Beautiful. You want to come up to the top turn? Top floor, rather, please? Thank you. A double sapped. Spell chain. I will happily take all of these additional ephemeral copies. I don't do damage with the Woken Hollow on the bottom line, so I just leave this line to resolve. It's alive! Spiky Shield will do solid work up there. keep it alive and... Sure. Couple stings towards the boss when you can. We use Minds of Their Own to do a huge amount of damage on the bottom line, giving us another copy of Minds of Our Own to do the same thing again. Oof. Reanimate. Yikes. I'm glad that I got rid of the Void Armament, because I am worried this bottom line might die. I wish I had equipment for Wildington right now. I don't really want to dupe the Minds of Their Own. So much energy. Hit them with their own mines. I've now given enough damage to this Awoken Hollow that replacing your equipment would probably give you a lot more damage. Perfect. Big dazed. If I can play Minds of Their Own twice a turn, I'm gonna do it. Every single time you give me the option. Some steel to enhance. Make sure it's alive at the end of all of it as well. Get him! It's gonna be a pretty resilient 3-floor strategy at least. Hey boy. No permanent bonus to be gained, so I'm just gonna let that one resolve. Again, it feels like Dominion's gonna be our real damage dead stop. How much can I help Dominion die? Almost not at all. I guess I can play Stings on the top line. Stings and the Surgical Strike. That's all I can do. It'll be enough. As long as I live long enough, it'll be enough. If I give you a bunch of damage, a lot of the time you will just kill the enemy immediately, and that'll give you stealth. Same thing if you take damage, though, and you have the spikes. Oh, but if you have spikes, the first enemy that kills you now gives you stealth, so you never take damage again. I'm gonna give the equalizing rings to the bottom line. Minds of Their Own, ready to immediately start stacking a bunch of multi-strike upon the enemies. I'm gonna play both of those out and then start excavating. Higher grow, perfect. Twisted assistance, craft a twisted back. Wait, you're both immune to being, oh. In 2 turns time, Meat Hook will have its ability back though, so I don't need to use it or not. No lifesteal for the bottom line. Or for the second, as case may be. Okay, perfect. With lifesteal, we can get full health on the bottom line, which makes it easier for me to justify moving. Ooh. How are you dealing damage to a stealth unit? Oh, this is perfect. Dominion is applying Corruption 5 to the front enemy unit, front friendly unit for us on all floors. Perfect. Oh, I can do the same with double-edged bearer on the top. Although I guess I can also use Surgical Strike to hit both of you right now. Who would the multi-strike go on? I don't know. So I'll just let that resolve later. Hulking Mass is definitely our top liner there. Oh wow, how's Meat Hook still dying? 7 sap? What's dealing damage to you? What the hell? What the heck? Why are you taking those? Eh? Just a couple excavates. Puffer Flesh would love to take this hit, but it won't. Focus Growth to get you back to full health. Perfect. There's the Replicator Ray, I was wondering. Because I think I do use Replicator Ray on the bottom line still, and then just throw out Twisted Back and Double-Edged Arms. Because it's the best scaling damage I can get access to. You lose a lot of damage doing that, so I'm going to give you as many damage enhancements as I possibly can before I do it. Some lifesteal, keep that front line healthy. What is happening to... Oh, right, of course. That's unfortunate. Our front line is stealthed, so we attacked right by it. Puffer Flesh dies next turn. Good to see. I'm gonna Daze Savagery. Reduce the incoming damage a lot. Lifesteal and some spikes. Guess I'll throw a Woke on that floor too. Oh, perfect. Excavated Ember. Another Excavated Ember. Minds of their own, ready for the bottom line. Big sweepin'. Perfect. And of course, we gotta play Pyrelite. Spiky skin for this mid lane certainly feels appropriate. Then super excavated embers. Minds of their own. See if I can give some lifesteal. I can certainly do it if I put my mind to it. Fine. Again, anything to assist the damage on the top line. Some additional regen, please. So many embers. Gotta make sure I keep up my lifesteal availability. Hit it with their own minds. That'll do. Alright, beautiful. I think this one's going across the line at this point. Minds of Their Own for the bottom floor. Gives me another copy of Minds of Their Own in my hand, which is important because those additional strikes give additional damage from the Husk Gambit. Do I want to use it again? Actually, no. I'll take the opportunity to utilize Awake. And a couple more stings for that top lane. I probably ended up shaving off like 1 or 2 turns with all of the stings. Most realistically, 1. Get him with the mines. Perfect Savagery is down. It's now literally just about Dominion on the top line. Ooh, another 2 reanimate on the Hulking Mass is huge. I mean, it's nice. Actually, it's not going to change the outcome in any appreciable way, shape, and or form. I'm happy to see it. It will have no impact. There we go. That's how I wanted to express myself on that. Grand... I should have been getting a second copy of Pyrelite literally every turn from Tomb. Can't believe I hadn't been. Thankfully, I'm fixing that now. And it will lead us directly into a win. Woo! Alright, this clan combination. I found a way to keep units alive during it. The Natural Order. Win a run with all governance unlocked on the Awoken. There's also the Awoken's Rail Spike unlocked, X cost. Consume, draw X cards, and apply -1 cost to all of those cards, and the Petrified Crucible, rather. Spikes deal an additional damage per stack. Then Lazarus League hit level 9. Faulty Body, 1 Ember Consume, apply Fragile, and spikes 40 to a friendly unit. That's funny. Alrighty then, we did it. Woohoo! So Sentient with Lazarus League has beat Covenant rank 10. Sentient with, or rather Wildenton with Covenant rank League has beat rank 10 and the Titans. We have another discussion at the barracks. So, Phoenix, you've taken over as CEO of Hellwide. Yes. Hellwide Mutual Assurance, unanimously elected as CEO. Definitely didn't coerce any bird members, no siree. Okay, hang on. This. Let me get it right. Yes. Hellwide Mutual Insurance, unanimously elected as CEO. Definitely didn't coerce any board members, no siree. And Bolit, how have you been? Last I saw you, you were still attached to the Mother Tree's trunk. The Wildwood has changed. It's not how it was when you first stumbled upon us. I've seen things. I've seen Armageddon. I see you finally crawled out of your lab, Ricky. How's the fresh air treating you? Suffocating, as always, but leagues better than being a mindless brain puppet like those harpies up in heaven. Have you made any progress undoing the Titan's corruption? Nope, but check out my latest creation. And now, if you'll excuse me, I need to stop Frank from eating the pyre. Toodles! And you're not from here, right? I don't think we've met.
Neither here nor there. I am Echo. It is a pleasure. We have much to discuss, but the moon wanes. I must go see my coven.
Don't mind the mess. They're always like this, though maybe a bit more restless since the Titans showed up. Given the situation, I can't say I judge them. But to see Angels and Hellborn working together once more. You've also rebuilt the rail, come up with an improved design of the train, built this whole outpost. Hef, thank you for bringing me back. I'm so proud of you. Don't mention it, Dad. I'm glad you're back. Oh, we're absolutely gonna have to kill him at some point. I'm certain of it. For the moment, though, my name has been Rhapsody. I'm not gonna relish it. Well, let me be very clear. I'm just recognizing the narrative setup that exists in they don't know you're a Titan, and then him saying a bunch of nice things to everyone. We're gonna be very conflicted when we need to end his life. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. A special thanks this episode to Sorathil, and we will see you next time.